Hey kids, this is Mackenzie Flowers. I go to El Camino College. I'm a civil engineering major, and I'm going to show you guys how to make a healthy breakfast consisting of egg whites, bacon, and a little bit of toast. And after that, you can throw any kind of condiment that you want on there, such as ketchup or mustard, anything like that that you'd like. So let's get started in a moment. Alright, so here we are. We're going to make our breakfast sandwich. And I just made a little last minute add in right now. I'm going to throw some cheese in there right now. Cheese, pack of cheese from the grocery store probably costs you about $2 or so. These eggs here are probably those double A grade eggs. Those are roughly $2 for a dozen of eggs. These bacon strips here, pack of bacon will probably run you around $3. And this bread here, $2.50, two for $5. So I'm gonna assume that that is $2.50. And this meal should probably last you for about 6 days. You know, you can alternate between this and something else like oatmeal if you wanted to for about a week or so. Can serve oatmeal like this will probably run you about $4. Probably run you about $4. And also, you know, things that you might have around the house might be multigrain Cheerios, maybe Honey Bunch of Oats back here, etc. And yeah, let's get started with this. What we do is we take our egg, and what I like to do is I like to use a fork. So I'm going to use a fork, and I like to crack the egg at the top half of the egg, like so. So that way I can separate the yolk and the egg white. And right now I'm draining out the egg white, and it's leaving the yolk perfectly inside where it should be. And I toss this bad boy out because he's full of cholesterol and whatnot that we don't really need. So off with him. And for the next egg, top half, there we go, cracked into it. Now, let's take out that egg white. And you know, you might get a little yolk in there, but that's all right because you need cholesterol, but just not too much. One egg yolk is enough for the week, according to the American Heart Association. So let's let that drip in there and put that there and throw this away. Alright, now what I'm going to do with this is top it with a little bit of salt and pepper just to bring out the natural flavors of the albumin, which is also known as egg whites, which I will be beating right now. Alright. This is about half a teaspoon. I don't have to measure it because I'm an expert at eyeballing measurements. So there you go. And also half a teaspoon of black pepper. And there that is. And we start scrambling. And what you want to do is rotate at your wrist as you're scrambling, so that way you can incorporate all of those great flavors and proteins and have them mix well together. Alright, now that's about done. You don't need to whisk for about, I don't know, 30 seconds or so. You don't want to overbeat your eggs because then it might come out kind of flat. You know, you want light and fluffy eggs. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to apply some butter. I'm going to heat up my pan first a little bit. I don't want to put too high the heat. I think I'm going to set it on medium right now, so that way the butter won't brown on top of the skillet here. I'm just going to put a little bit. You know, you don't want to put too much butter, you know, because then you defeat the purpose of taking out the yolk, because that's why you took out the cholesterol in the first place. So you want to get that all in there. Make sure it's spread around in the pan like that. Make sure you coat the bottom. Alright. And that looks well coated. And nothing's sticking to there. You can count on that. So now we also have this second pan here, so I can cook my bacon. So I'm gonna use 2 strips because I don't know, it's just the ideal number of strips of bacon. Whenever you go to IHOP or Denny's or anything like that, you get some breakfast. They always ask you for sausage or bacon, and they always give you 2 strips. So I'm so accustomed to having 2 strips of bacon. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go ahead and make 2 strips of bacon. All right, so I'm gonna turn my fire up to in between medium and high. You also don't want to overcook this as well, because I like my bacon a little chewy but not too crispy. So I got my first piece on there, and this will be my last piece. And I guess I'll cook this 3rd piece for good luck, or just to eat on the side. Because who wants to put a single strip of bacon in the refrigerator? That doesn't make any sense, right? So while this is cooking right here, you want to make sure you don't stand too close to this, because the fat melts off of here, and when it gets hot, it pops. So it might burn you in the hand or something, so you might want to be careful of that. So you let this cook around for about 4 minutes. So while this is cooking right here, I'm going to pop that whole wheat toast in the oven. So 2 pieces of toast. Here we go. In the toaster, getting toasted, and you don't want to over toast this. You want to make sure it's somewhere on the light side, because you're gonna make this into a sandwich, so you don't want a hard, crusty toast and you bite into it. It'll scratch the top of your gums. No one wants that on their palate, right? So let's toast that to a light, crispy toast. So I have my scrambled eggs here that I scrambled a little earlier. I'm gonna throw this on the skillet back here. Boom! There we go. And you can tell when that's cooking when the albumin starts to turn white. And also what you want to do is grab a spatula, mix this around like so. Get nice pretty folds like I'm trying to do here. See that fold there? Bring this back over. Let that albumin cook over here. Also like I like my scrambled eggs a little runny. Not too runny, but just a little moist. Because some people like to cook their scrambled eggs until it's dry. Not me. I like a little moistness to my eggs. Alright, so these eggs are done. I also didn't stress the importance of having a mitt when you touch hot surfaces like this. You also want to make sure you have something like this so you can maneuver your skillet around or your pan or whatever you may have. Alright, so I have my eggs right here. I'm going to slide them right on top of my toast if I can. Let's see if I can. Nope, I couldn't. But we can fix that in just a minute. There we go. And let's bring this back over here. For the sake of being sanitary, I'm going to use some tongs and put that back over there. Boom. And there we have it. And now, for the piece I was just on, I'm going to use this piece of cheese and put it on the top here. And what this is going to do, since the egg is still hot, it's going to melt the cheese right on top and make a beautiful melt style looking sandwich there. So I'm going to also put this on top so it can heat up better. Alright, and we're back. So let's put some of this bacon. Well, before we put this on top of the sandwich, what I want to do is drain a little bit of this fat. So I'm going to take a 2-ply napkin right here and set this on top like so, and drain off some of that fat from the bacon that drained off. Oh, that fell on the table. That shouldn't have happened, but there we go. We got our second piece. That we can probably discard. I'm not sure what to do with this. And now we're going to pat down our bacon a little bit. Take off some of that excess grease or fat, whatever you want to call it. And we're going to fold this over. Make it fit onto the bread. There you go. It's like a nice cuddly home for it. You see that there? That's where it belongs. And you squish that down like so, and boom, there we have it. Our breakfast sandwich, and we're ready to eat it. Can't wait to take a bite of this. As a matter of fact, that's what I'm gonna do. And one more thing, as a part of a balanced breakfast, I forgot to add in orange juice. Can't have a balanced breakfast without a nice glass of OJ. And there we have it. So, you know, you can make this every other day instead of going to McDonald's, spending $3 for that egg biscuit sandwich thing, whatever that, I'm not sure what they sell, but it's really unhealthy and I just can't eat that. So this will save you a lot of money. You know, those ingredients I just showed you, the bread, the cheese, the egg, probably run you about $9 for the week, as opposed to, you know, doing this for a week. You know, 3 times 5, what is that, 15? You know, just save yourself $4. So it's a no-brainer. And this picture here is a result of you hanging out with your mother too long when you're a little child. She has fantasies of dressing you up as a little girl, so that's what she did. I guess she really wanted another girl, so she made me into that. And luckily I turned out to be a boy, so off we go. Bye! Discretion makes this love affair sweet. With all the secrets it would feel so incomplete.